the books are here.
Great.
Ooh, Jake, look at all of these books.
Hi, I just got some new inventory in today and I wanted to take the opportunity to show you that as well as some of my stock inventory that I'll be selling this Sunday at the Longwood Farmers Market. We have baby books, educational books, chapter books, graphic novels, activity books, really something for children from infant to teenager. Now let's go look at the books. For infants, we have these fold-out books. From the time an infant is first brought home, it's good for them to work on focusing, and it's nice to have high contrast images. So this has regular images on one side and high contrast images on the other. These are great for tummy time or just putting up on the side of a crib or an area where the baby is playing. Once the baby is in that stage where they're putting everything in their mouths, we have these Hello Baby cloth books. They have very simple words and pictures on the inside, but it's a wonderful cloth that can stand up to quite a bit of chewing and washing, and it has this little handle on the side. Hello Baby Spots and Stripes, Hello Baby Rainbow Colors, Hello Baby Buzz Buzz, and Hello Baby Day and Night. So we have That's Not My series, recommended for ages 9 months plus. That's Not My Unicorn, its mane is too fluffy. So each page has a different reason why this animal is not the right one until you get to the end, and each one has a nice element of touchy-feeliness. We also have for fall, That's Not My Owl, That's Not My Squirrel. And for Halloween, That's Not My Monster. And for Christmas, That's Not My Angel. Now we're going to look at educational books for young children. And these baby books, they ask questions, and then the children have to look at the pictures to figure out the answers. Who's wearing blue socks? There, that animal is wearing blue socks. So it just has questions through each page, so it encourages children to look at the pictures and find the answer. We also have Baby's very first playbook, Animal Words. This teaches both animals, the names of animals, things that are associated with animals, some noises that animals make, and the pages themselves had a lot of features that make them very nice sensory, touchy-feely for children. There's a lot of depth to the pages and little cutouts and things like that. This is my first word book. It's great to build the vocabulary of younger children. It's also wonderful when children start reading to help them learn more words of different things, maybe once they get beyond the sight word and the high frequency word stage. And it's also a good tool for children who need to work on their speech because it has very simple words and very common words for things that they know. So it's just a nice, easy way to encourage speech. Similar to the My First Word book is the Lift the Flap word book. This adds another element, as here, for example, you see the sun, and it says the word sun. And throughout the book, it does both that and the opposite. You see the dog, the word dog. You see the word dog, and there's a dog. So the pages are all set up like that. You can match the words on the bottom with the things that the children are doing on top, and with each one. If you think that's swing, you can look and see, yes, you were right. And over here, what's she doing? She's skipping. We also have one of my favorites, Count to 100. What I love about this book, it's got these nice thick pages. They're not quite board book, but they are definitely thicker and sturdier than regular paper pages. So while most counting books go up to maybe 10, this counting book goes all the way to 100. So here, when it says 40 noisy birds, there are 40 noisy birds, and you can count each and every one of them. Then it asks you a few different questions. Which bird is the highest in the tree? Which is the lowest? And each page continues on like that until you get to 100 twinkling stars. Next we have some peek inside books. These are lift the flap nonfiction books that teach you about different things. They have simple flaps with little facts behind them. So we have nighttime, animal homes, the zoo, the garden, the farm, and dinosaurs. Next, we have some books for our beginning readers. We have phonics readers, such as Raccoon on the Moon, Bee Makes Tea, and Cow Takes a Bow. These are great for a child who has already learned the concept of reading, their high frequency words, their sight words, and this focuses on words that you can sound out. So almost all of the words make sense with how they are spelled and can be easily sounded out. Then, for slightly older children, we have on a grade 2 reading level, the Hey Jack and Billy B. Brown series of books. Jack and Billy B. are best friends and neighbors, and these books were actually written by the parent of a dyslexic child, and they are made to be easy to read visually. There is a picture or a graphic on every page spread. There is a limit to the number of words on each page, and the font is very specifically chosen, and then it's mixed up in a couple of areas for emphasis. Moving on from that, we have Fizz and the Police Dog Tryouts, probably at about a 3rd grade reading level. This is about a little tiny puppy who wants to be a police dog, even though he's little and fluffy. A little bit older, we have the Pony Crazed Princess series with Princess Ellie and Fairy Unicorns, which has colored, slightly colored illustrations, which I think is really beautiful. We also have this, and the unique thing about this as a chapter book for probably a 3rd or 4th grade level, it is all in color, it is all graphics. It is still a book that is for older kids, but that has all of the color and the graphics that make storybooks fun to read. And we have the Bear Grylls Adventure series. This has some pictures, but not on every page. And it's just very interesting stories about different children who go on adventures with Bear Grylls. Next, we have graphic novels. For younger children, we have Billy and the Mini Monsters. It alternates between chapters with colorful illustrations and graphic novel comic book format. We also have some story graphic novels, classic stories. This is Robin Hood and Dracula, and just regular stories books. We have the Farmer's Market Surprise. It tells the story of 2 friends who go to the farmer's market and buy things. It's also a counting book. They buy 4 things, then they buy 5 things, and so on. And it's just a very nice story where they buy all these things, and in the end, there's a surprise birthday party. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. This is very simple, but it rhymes, and it has kind of fun sing-songy phrases here on every couple of pages. This one, Can I Join Your Club, is all about including everyone. So poor Duck is so sad because he tries to join everyone's club and they tell him he can't join because he doesn't belong. He can't be in the lion club because he can't roar like a lion. He can't be in the snake club because he can't hiss like a snake. Then finally, he makes his own club and everyone can be in his club. Bears Don't Read. This is a story about a bear who finds a book and decides that he wants to learn to read. So eventually, he finds a little girl and she teaches him how. This is my absolute favorite book that we're selling at the moment. also an animal. It goes through different types of adult baby animals, and the adult says, you know, if you were a calf, then I'd be a moose. If you were a chick, then I'd be a loon. So you're learning the name for the baby animal, but the whole point is that you'll love your child, or whatever child you're reading it to, that you love them no matter what. And no matter how they are or what they do, you love them. And I love that you can use it for your children or your grandchildren or any adult-child relationship that you have, because it's not specific to a mother or a father or anything very specific like that. So then at the very end, we have woods, water, or air, I would always be there. For wild or tame, I love you the same. And I just think that's such a wonderful, wonderful message. Also an animal. Finally, we're going to look at some activity books. So we have first some sticker books. An astronaut sticker book. Now the nice thing about these mini sticker books, we also have princesses and ballerinas, is that since they are mini books, they have mini prices. They are $2.99 each, but they have tons of stickers, just like the bigger books do. And then we also have a little bit bigger little sticker dolly dressing ponies, which I love because it's horses. So again, it has lots and lots of different stickers for each page. We have 100 paper planes to fold and fly. This has several different papers in it and instructions on how to fold each one into different types of airplanes. These are Wipe Clean books, Wipe Clean 1, 2, 3, and Wipe Clean Alphabet. Again, these are mini books with the mini price of $3.50. So they come with a dry erase marker, and you can trace the numbers, you can trace the windmills, you can trace the numbers on the windmills and on the flowers, you can count them. There's just a lot to do on each page. And on the alphabet one, you can practice your letters, big and small, and then just practice your pen control by tracing around the balloons, the butterfly, the wheels, all of the dotted line areas, which is great for beginning pen control for pre-writing. Next we have a very unique journal. It goes through 365 days and just has a very unique activity to do on each one. So it's a nice snapshot of a year in your life when you look at it when you're older. So design a poster of anything you like. Draw the yummiest breakfast you can imagine. I've heard a lot of people say that they're going to start having their children do one of these every year, so they can just see the difference from one year to the next, or maybe every few years, just to see the difference and the things that they pick and the things that they draw. So it's just something where they can spend a couple minutes a day and then have a nice memento for later. And we have Hello Happy. It's an activity book for young people who sometimes feel sad or angry. So this is an activity book for children who need some help dealing with their emotions. It has some fun illustrations, but with a very good message behind it. A lot of these exercises really help children to understand what they're feeling, why they're feeling that, and what kinds of things that they can do to help get a handle on their emotions, because it's a very, very real thing for these children who just don't know why they're feeling what they're feeling, sometimes can't even identify those feelings. And this has been promoted by psychologists, people who work with children closely, and these are methods that have worked with several children. Finally, our last activity book. It's an activity book and kind of a storybook, all better. It comes with these little sticker band-aids on each page. An animal gets hurt, and you give them a band-aid. So that's a lot of fun. The stickers can come off and stick again and again. And if they ever lose their stickiness, you just wash them and then they stick again. Thank you for watching the video. Again, I'll be selling these and other books at the Longwood Farmers Market this Sunday, September 23rd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you saw anything that you would like me to set aside for you, please leave me a comment or send me a message. As always, all of the titles can be ordered on my website. Thank you.